NBA Fantasy Salary Cap Edition continues. We are in game week 11, game day 1, and game day 1 is just being concluded. We have seesaw kind of emotion. Of course, MVP Nikola Jokic sidelined. He got a hyper-extended knee. I just hope it's not serious and the damage is not as bad, but he didn't finish the game. He only played 19 minutes, but more on that later. All right, so game week 11, day 1, I managed to score 218 points, as you can see right there, and it was of course well above the average, 170, as you can see right there. The topmost points scored in this game day were 342 points, as you can see right there. So who contributed for my squad? It was of course none other than Nikola Jokic, who only played 19 minutes and still was the top scorer of the team, the Denver Nuggets. That is the true mark of a real MVP. In that once he's out, the team falls apart. That's an MVP. And that's what happened, of course, in Denver. Miami Heat managed to beat them when Nikola Jokic got out of the game. 42 points, as you can see right there, for Nikola Jokic. Danny Avdia gave me 64 points. Ryan Rawlings gave me 30. Giuseppe gave me 47 points. Donovan Mitchell 35 points. Then on the bench, of course, I only had points from Mitchell AJ of Oklahoma City Thunders, who gave me just 31 fantasy points. Now diving into the games and what transpired on day 1. The first game came in from Milwaukee Bucks. And of course, Milwaukee Bucks managed to win this one by 10 points, beating Charlotte Hornets 123-113. And in this one, of course, Bobby Portis led the way for the Milwaukee Bucks. He dropped a total of 25 points, 29 fantasy points in this game. Giannis Antetokounmpo getting back to his usual self. His minutes are being managed. He only played 25 minutes in this game, dropping 24 points. And of course, 45 fantasy points in that game. On the other side, it was Brandon Miller who had a season high, dropping 31 points in this game, 8 rebounds and 5 assists to go along with that. 55 fantasy points for Brandon Miller. LaMelo Ball trying to get back to his old self, some consistency that we have seen in the past 4 games, 20 plus points per game that he has played. And in this one, he managed to get 26 points, 45 fantasy points right there, 7 assists, of course, to go along with that in the game. So this was concluded. Of course, Milwaukee Bucks managed to win this one, 123-111.
Cavalier, Rocket, Clipper, LaMelo, first points of the game, a 3.
Get the Hornets on the board.
LaMelo's put up huge career numbers against Milwaukee. Here's Porter Jr., second straight 3. This time he hits one. Antetokounmpo's not shooting a lot of threes this year at all. He's committed to getting it inside. Moonball, Miles Turner.
How long?
Second rebound for A.J. Green. Look out. Milwaukee 6 games below 5. Oh my goodness. Left-handed hammer. Antetokounmpo. Oh my goodness.
Another half-court set.
You don't need to say who you're going in for.
No, you just got a point.
Okay.
They'll figure it out once they see another guy walking off court.
That's a rare 2-point shot for still on the bench from Milwaukee. Ball's going through Portis right now. He finds Kuzma at the rim. He has James back in along with Brandon Miller, P.J. Hall, Tijan Salon, and Colin Sexton. Brandon. Sweet stroke for Brandon Miller. Portis gonna have to let it fly. Off the wing. Brandon off the window. Chance for an and 1.
He's got to put that ball up, space the floor, but when that ball gets to him, he's got to make the shot.
Ball finds Tijan. Portis with numbers. Moves up. Yes! Frenchman to Frenchman.
To be an elite rebounder, you just got to be willing to do it. 1, 2, 3, it doesn't matter. Do it.
Bobby Portis. And he's only gotten stronger since coming into the league.
Added muscle on top of that body fat. That gives him more energy, stamina. Colin Sexton freezes the D.
Antetokounmpo. When he is on the floor, this is a totally different team from Milwaukee. Another three for Portis. Listen to this, 36%.
Oh, no doubt.
Huge difference.
You saw it right there why that percentage is when he's on the floor. Here he goes again.
Freight train. Unbelievable. He has been doing that for over a decade.
To make that one.
LaMelo. Shooting a good ball.
Yeah. Play a little ball on the rim, draws a host. Musa, always on the move.
Rollins answers with a three. Hard to keep these Frenchmen off the boards. Green. Flips it in from down under. Good seal by Turner.
I saw that. Good delivery by Rollins. What's he saw?
LaMelo, Sion James, Diabate, Miller, and Green playing together. Brandon. Another three for the third-year man.
Brandon. Nice 5 of 9.
17 points in the first half for Brandon. Ryan Rollins has figured it out. Kuzma. Extra pass. Trent. Pretty shot.
Yeah, right?
He's got two brothers, Thanasis and Alex.
I think you're okay.
Miles Turner with a dunk in Milwaukee.
Wrist, like that.
Not at all. Antetokounmpo's third dunk of the night. Kawhi Leonard, who came in this NBA with some people saying he was never going to be a great shooter because his hands are too big. AJ Green, another three-pointer. Blocked away by Musa. If he didn't get it, Brandon would have. Brandon Miller! He runs the floor like a gazelle. Porter Jr. Great catch by Antetokounmpo. Diabate sits, PJ Hall comes in. Turner made a couple of free throws, then hits the three.
Make threes.
McNeely. First one didn't look so good, that one looked great.
First one.
McNeely turns and scores.
Gotta get that ball to the center. Can't remember a time a team has been in the zone this consistently the whole quarter. Liam, right there. The Bucks are saying, prove to us you can play and score while we're in the zone. LaMelo says okay.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has only played 17 minutes.
Striding to the table.
Oh! And just like that, we're tied! Hot diddly dee! Didn't take long. Portis, three-pointer. First points in the fourth quarter for Milwaukee. Portis, you know that's going up. Good golly! Oh, Bobby Portis has answered. McNeely, someone left him open. Musa dominating the Bucks. Right-handed finger roll by the left. Hornets playing without LaMelo Ball right now. Sion, head and shoulder fake. Green. Gets it back.
Burned a timeout. That one had gone down.
Oh, my goodness.
Instead, you get that.
Whirling dervish. LaMelo's hit a pair of fourth quarter threes. Darts inside. Throws it in softly and got hit. He got hit in the face. Great job of spinning it in the left hand.
And keeping the defense on the right side.
Throwing that out there. Rollins working on the screen from Turner. Gets it to Turner, who gets it to fall. Antetokounmpo, Rollins, Green, and Turner playing together from Milwaukee. That's what a two-time MVP looks like. There's that spin. And a foul. Game gives Musa a 12.
Next came in Phoenix Suns taking on Washington Wizards, and of course, when Phoenix Suns managed to win this game, beating Washington Wizards 115 to 101. And of course, this makes Suns win their fourth straight game there on a row. Of course, Dillon Brooks having yet another good game. Brooks, ever since he came to Phoenix Suns, is enjoying his freedom right there. Scoring 26 points in this game, 29 fantasy points. Giuseppe Collins, I have him on my squad doing his thing as well. 25 points in the game, 47 fantasy points. Devin Booker as well, 41 points, fantasy points in this game, dropping 22 in the game for the Phoenix Suns. On the other side, it was, of course, Trey Johnson doing his thing, scoring just 24 points, 32 fantasy points. CJ McCollum also scoring 17 points in this game and 40 fantasy points. Of course, he had 2 blocks and 2 steals in that game. But it wasn't enough for them to stop the Phoenix Suns. The game ended 115 to 101, Phoenix Suns beating Washington Wizards. Then came the Golden State Warriors taking on Brooklyn Nets. The Warriors cut down the Nets. Golden State Warriors, Steph Curry leading the way right there, scoring 27 points in this game for the Golden State Warriors. A total of 42 fantasy points, 2 rebounds and 5 assists and 1 steal to go along with the 27 points. Jimmy Butler doing his thing as well, dropping 21 points in the game, 37 points, fantasy points right there. 5 rebounds and 4 assists and 1 steal to go along with that for the Golden State Warriors. On the other side, Michael Porter Jr. having an amazing season as he leads Brooklyn Nets, managing to score 27 points in this game, nearly a double-double, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 55 fantasy points. Then the rookie Damon Igor doing his thing as well, 23 points in this game, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 35 fantasy points, 1 steal to go with that. But it wasn't enough, of course, for the Brooklyn Nets and Michael Porter Jr. as Stephen Curry and company managed to beat them. Golden State Warriors won this one 120 to 107.
Off the hands of Claxton. Dioman fires and connects. Dioman with a long-range bomb. Curry gets the touch. Kick, Moody, corner, bottom.
And you see the gravity Steph Curry has. That is no surprise.
Corner, hot shooter. Michael Porter Jr. with a straightaway tray. Nice find in the corner. Dioman! Jaegermeister. And the intercept. Clowney rushing to the rim. It's a 3-on-2 developing. Lob it up. Claxton puts it down. A special connection. The jumper is an air ball. Clowney, a blast ahead. Porter by himself. He's going to put it down. Timeout Warriors. A full-on Brooklyn barrage. 12-0 run. The shot clock reset. It shouldn't have. Dioman lines it up. Off the heel. And apparently ball don't lie. Payton lays it in. So they get their bucket. It's just the possession later. Curry, straight line drive. Payton, corner pop, on target. It's a 3. Butler shifting gears, spins on Wolf and puts it in. Porter had checked in. Get it to Sharp. Turns, fires, it's blocked by Green at the buzzer. The Warriors go on a 13-2 run to end the quarter. We set the lineups here in a moment. Buddy Hield is in and he immediately scores to tie the game at 30. Thomas uses the screen from Sharp. They blitz him. Lee Traore open and he makes him pay with a tray.
Good looking 3-point shot.
Off the make, the Nets don't get back, and Draymond Green with the easy interior deuce. Curry against Wolf. The jumper is silky smooth. It's a 3. Thomas. The jumper goes. Cam Thomas. String music. Out of the timeout, Green against Traore. Backdoor. Payton rises up and punches it down. Curry. Over Clowney. Book it. A three. High-low action. Porter couldn't catch it cleanly. And the bucket. Outside. Diomen. Got a three. Spencer. Nobody's home. And that's Jackson Davis again and again. Spencer. The middle opens up. Rejected by Claxton. Butler all the way to the hoop. Diomen being guarded tightly there by Pajemski. Porter gets a clean look. Put it on the board. Michael Porter Jr. Curry bounces. Pajemski. Extra. Green. Blocked by Claxton. Claxton one-on-one with Green. The back end. Floats it up. Gets the roll and the foul. Claxton drives. Claxton finishes. Diomen again. Rims out. Back tap Porter. He'll take over. And it's off the rim and in for Michael Porter Jr. It's been that kind of season. Curry, step back three. Got him. Up is good. Step in and steal. Porter's going to streak in and put it down. Shovel, Diomen. Oh, yeah! Rebounded by Melton. Melton looking to go coast to coast. He does with a banker. 4 on the timer. Ball gets knocked away. He was trying to pass it to Sharp. Butler leading the break. Spencer fumbled it for a moment. Butler gets inside and finishes underneath. Butler swings. Spencer fakes out Wolf. Butler gets into the paint and he gets it to go. Butler against Wolf. Spencer vacates the area. Butler makes his move. Fend off. And he puts it in. +1. Thomas swing. Traore. Bullseye. Traore with another tray. A steal. He's got the angle, the block. They're going to count it. Day'Ron Sharpe, goaltending. Curry open look. Put it on the board. Steph Curry just passed Kevin Garnett for 21st on the NBA's all-time scoring list. Curry, swing it, Green, extra, the jumper for Richard. It goes down. Clowney lines up a three, bottom. Good man movement and ball movement. They're going for the steal on Diomen. No tie-up called. They let him play. Richard rips it away. And Jackson Davis, Statue of Liberty dunk. Put down by Claxton on the follow. No, Powell comes up short. Claxton is there. Curry with 7 to shoot against Claxton. Curry, head and shoulder fake, tosses it up. It's good. And a foul. Swing, Claxton. Wanted to drive it. Melton nearly ripped it away. Claxton saved it. Diomen, count it, a three. Yegor Diomen. Claxton on a handoff. Diomen, blocked by Melton. Fly pattern, Melton the catch, the flyby, and the lay-in. A dagger defensive play by DeAnthony Melton. Another steal. Richard takes it in. Big finish for the rookie. A bounce-back win for the Warriors. And the Nets' winning streak will come to a halt. Richard's going to take it and make it. And a foul. And Porter's going to take his shot.
Then came the third game, the final straw that broke the camel's back. And I think this is actually the end of the Denver Nuggets. You can clearly see in the standings, as you can see right here, the Denver Nuggets are currently, this is the Western Conference, the Denver Nuggets are currently in 3rd place, 22 wins and 9 losses. Just give it time, watch the space. They are in 3rd place in the Western Conference. For as long as Nikola Jokic is out, this team is going to grow. This is a mark of a true MVP. Guys who are casting votes, put aside all your biases, jealousy, and envy. A true MVP, once he's out of a team, they lose. And Nikola Jokic in this game only played 19 minutes. And the moment he got injured, I knew it was the end of the Denver Nuggets. They would end up losing this game. And indeed, they did lose the game. But what's so funny is that he played 19 minutes, scored 21 points in the game, and he got out of the game. The game ended, and he still remained the highest scoring player on the Denver Nuggets roster. That is a real MVP. That is a true MVP, Nikola Jokic. His impact is evident and it's clearly seen in his on and off numbers. Watch the space. So Nikola Jokic in this game unfortunately got a hyperextended knee in the game and he limped off the court, which was a sad sight to see, unfortunately. So he only managed to score 21 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists, 42 fantasy points in that game, leading the way for the Denver Nuggets after just playing 19 minutes. Jamal Murray, having a very good season, also had a double-double, scoring 20 points and 11 assists, 6 rebounds to go along with that. 51 fantasy points right there for the Denver Nuggets. But it wasn't enough. Norman Powell continues to be the best signing for the Miami Heat, scoring 25 points in this game, 37 fantasy points. Jokic, the second most contributor, 22 points in this game, 36 fantasy points right there, as you can see. And of course, they managed to down the Denver Nuggets, beating them 123 to 147. Miami Heat winning that one.
Starting for the Nuggets right now with their injuries to Christian Braun, Aaron Gordon, and Cam Johnson. Bounces in for Ben.
Good bounce there. Fortunate speed advantage on Jokic.
A second steal for the Heat here in the game's first 2 minutes. It's Wiggins, coast to coast with a left-handed jam.
Wow. Extended right there on that last step. I thought he was going to lay it in, and he just piked it as Jokic was coming over to make a play.
Murray, pick and roll with Jokic. Makes the fit. Hardaway Jr., step back jumper. It's good. So he's got 5 points. The 33-year-old Timmy Hardaway Jr. out of the University of Michigan, where he's played 13 NBA seasons. The lob for Kalal, a right-handed Statue of Liberty jam.
That is just tremendous there for the big man. Murray delivering with the lob.
Larson from downtown. Kaboom!
2-on-1, Davion pushing it, splitting the defender, getting them to draw to him, allowing the pass off to Jaquez for the score.
Murray to the paint, hit the floater. 6 points for Jamal Murray, who's averaging a career high 25 points a game this year. Nuggets still in the 2-3 zone. Jaquez in the lane, lays it in. He finds a way in that paint. Just under 4 minutes left, first quarter. Powell pump faking, leans in, draws the foul, and gets the bucket. Jokic banging with Jaquez. On the repost, they triple it. Bruce Brown from a corner knocks it down. Jokic, kaboom! Inside. Father able to hit. Brown over the top of Jokic for his second score of the game.
Gives them such a nice lift. Off the bench does Bruce Brown. During their championship run, he was their top performer off the bench, and you see why. 2 for 2 here, 5 points, giving them some ammunition.
Nice pass by Jaquez to the flashing. What a quarter for the Heat. Scorching. Jokic on Jovic. Hits the jump hook. They've already committed 6 turnovers. He want to make it a chaotic game defensively. Murray makes the right wing jump shot. So 8 points. 10.5 minutes left here in the second quarter. Drew Smith. A drive to the dotted line and even closer. Wow. Drew Smith, Johnny, he's over 20 points a game. This year a career best. 25 points a night. Hardaway Jr. against Larson. Knocks it down. 4 steals. We're still in the second quarter and early in the second quarter. Brown got it. Bruce Brown.
Guys that really compliment Jokic, too, and his ability to find cutters.
How about Khalil Ware, the dancing big man, darting in front for the steal. Jaquez down the other end.
You know, put yourself there, and Rick Alvin was the guy that Coach Spo really looked up to.
Hey, how about that Drew Smith? He just put his hand in the cookie jar and Jokic missed it. Ware slams it down. Ware with his get back, set up their defense. Brown hit it over Ware. That's 9 points for Bruce Brown. 7, second-year man from Stanford sent it back at Ware. Ware and Bam back in the lineup together with Norman Powell. Jokic, soft touch on the jump. Jokic got it. He wanted the foul. That's why he took the shot. By the way, they have taken that basket away from Bam that came after the shot clock. So it's a 5-point Heat lead. The Joker breaks free, scores, and draws the foul. They're on a 16-2 tear. Powell. Those are big baskets, John, when your team is reeling. Murray back to the Joker. You know, the great players, as the game goes along, take inventory of that game, figure out what their team needs from them to win that game. The Heat with a 1-point lead. Only 2 lead changes in this first half. Heat led by as many as 50. The Joker goes bottoms up. Powell for 3. And the rebound of Hawkins. Mitchell will try a 3. Kaboom! It's a fast-paced game for the Heat. And it's fun to watch. 3-point lead, Murray for the tie. Got it. Murray and Jokic pick and roll. They double Murray. He finds Jokic. And even with Ware closing in, Jokic unfazed with that soft touch. A 21-point first half for a guy that already has 2 games better than 50 points this year. Hackett. Kalau put it in softly with 3 seconds left in the half.
And Jokic is down. Jokic took a shot in that left knee area, and he is really in pain right now. The whole bench up on the Nuggets side. We'll see what the ruling on that injury, but an ugly hyperextension there of that leg.
His first triple tonight. Ware has 9 points, 7 rebounds. He's gone over 1,000 career points with that triple. And Powell, who started the game with 10 first quarter points.
Miami with 3 straight scores on the offensive end.
Davion Mitchell getting to the basket. Valanciunas throwing up the hook, and he hits it over the top of Khalil. It's a deep Heat squad. Davion, yes. Hawkins. Kaboom.
They can't play off him and just think about him in the paint.
Johnny's got 20 points, and he's tied his season high with 9 assists. That's a nice running hook shot.
At least 3 more than any other player, and really impressive what he's been able to do.
He's had 20-plus in 4 of the last 5 games. Miami coming off a big scoring game with 142 points Saturday night against Indiana. Wiggins again. And Wayne Ellington, who's now a Heat assistant coach, had 23 in that game with 6 triples. That's how long ago it's been since the... And here comes Nico. Key shot, showtime. 5 seconds left. Well, we were sorry that the Nuggets lost their MVP.
Then came the next game, Orlando Magic's taking on Toronto Raptors. It was a very, very close one, this one. Anthony Black managed to score 27 in this one, 39 fantasy points in this game. Paulo Banchero doing his thing as well, 61 fantasy points scored in this game, a triple-double as well, 23 points scored, 15 rebounds and 10 assists. 1 block to go along with that score, as you can see right there. But it wasn't enough when it came to the Toronto Raptors. Then Jamal Ashad led the way for the Toronto Raptors, scoring 19 points, 36 fantasy points. Brandon Ingram dropping 17 points in this game, 9 rebounds and 4 assists. 37 fantasy points in that game, and of course they ended up edging this one. Scotty Barnes, a look at his contribution, dropping a double-double, 13 points and 11 rebounds, 37 fantasy points for the Toronto Raptors. So this one ended 106 to 107. Orlando Magic's losing to Toronto Raptors by just a single point.
Here's Ingram, the dish. Oh, the slam dunk. The Raptors are playing at a great high level right now.
Desmond Bane, drive and kick. Wendell Carter Jr. with a corner three. Won the Magic 127-126. Bane left open for three, and you
Defense. That's what they hang their hats on.
Banchero with a left, forcing his way on the inside. In the corner, Anthony Black playing for Jalen Suggs, who is out. Banchero and scooped up in the finish. And it was the Stars that defeated the 905 in the G League Showcase. Bane underneath. Checking it for Walter yesterday. Wow. Bane, tough shot. It goes. Fading behind.
That he started out in the league. He's a three-way scorer, can get all the way to the basket, and he's also doing a good job of facilitating and controlling the basketball and managing teams.
Brady.
Buddy.
De Silva, offensive rebound. De Silva fading. He had a game a season ago against the Raptors. Great look, and Brady. Bataze on the inside. An and one opportunity. Barnes on a kick out. Here's Grady. And that shot doesn't go, batted out. Walter, here's Quick. Into the cut, and Grady. And it's Scotty on the scene. Looking for Quick. Grady in the corner. Got it!
Energy, running and jumping is something that was very effective for them yesterday against Golden State. But the Magic, a physical team. And this is a big game. 4th and 5th teams in the East.
Kane gives it now to Richardson through the paint. Anthony Black gives it back, and in the corner, here's Banchero, the three, and he connects, and a timeout taken.
Can someone do the conversion for me?
Well, it's, you know,
I don't.
10K right around 6, a little bit over 6 miles.
Offensively, it's all about getting these stops and these rebounds on the defensive side.
On the inside. 4th. Ingram the three, no. Abaji there.
Second chance opportunities.
Banchero, stutter step. Cut off, but then finishes. And Scotty wanted a little bit of help there. Quickly.
He needs it.
Quick. Here's Scotty. Attacking. Wanted a call, won't get it. Banchero, Anthony Black. Wow. Circus shot and a timeout. 75-62. Great career at LSU. There's a Baji dunk for Angel Reese. Scotty comes away with the steal. And Barnes. Banchero said, if you're going to take that much time here in the third quarter, midway through. Banchero, Jones now. Short corner. Raptors 9-7 at home. Shed the open three. Orlando 7-8 on the road. Mamu attacking. Puts the foul. Mamu says knock you out. In that home loss to Boston a week ago Saturday. Banchero, a monster slam. Just the force. CMB, Mamu, Ingram on the run. Jacoby, two-handed slam. And a good job by CMB underneath the for the Magic. Barnes, Shed, Walter quickly in battle. Here's Carter with a jumper. Back to 12. And quickly able to handle that pass. Quick now to Walter, the three. Doesn't go, battle right there.
Kobe also said he's still trying to learn how to play off Scotty and B.I. and isn't trying to overthink things.
Relief, Barnes, Shed, back to Scotty in attack mode, and Scotty, Barnes!
Then you have a play like that and you want to finish.
Oh, Anthony Black up top, 27. He's got 8 boards, 18 minutes. Deep post position, Ingram working on Anthony Black. Bucket.
4-3.
Bane. Oh. Murray Boyles with the denial.
Looked like he hurt his back on that play. He had a heating pad before he checked in.
Shed leaves it for Murray Boyles. Barnes a three. Scotty B from downtown. It's a 2-point game. The impact of Murray Boyles after missing the last 2 games. Oh, Shed exploding to the iron. In the former Houston Cougar. Their only lead of the game, 2-0 at the start. Ingram, the J, automatic. To Silva. Jones. Here's Carter. Orlando regains the lead.
You see
Banchero. Banchero step back 3 for the win. Doesn't go. The Raptors come back from 21 down.
Then came Anthony Edwards, Minnesota Timberwolves taking on Josh Giddey's Chicago Bulls. And you can see the Timberwolves had a blowout win against Chicago Bulls, thrashing the Wolves 136-101. And of course, Reid led the way here, scoring 33 points in this game, and of course 7 rebounds and 3 assists to go along with that, 46 fantasy points. Anthony Edwards also had a good game in this one, dropping 23 points, 39 fantasy points in that one. Then Julius Randle, 17 points, a double-double, 14 assists, 53 fantasy points. On the other side, it was Vucevic that tried his best, 23 points in the game, 32 fantasy points. Josh Giddey also got an injury scare, listed with a hamstring, and is expected back, tomorrow. So he scored a double, he scored 11 points in the game, 21 fantasy points, just played 17 minutes of this game.
5 this year. That was his 53rd of the season. Dante DiVincenzo is one of the best spot-up shooters in the game. Bulls at a 5-game win streak snapped by Milwaukee on Saturday. Here's Vucevic, blocked by Edwards.
Came over and got that one.
Anthony Edwards has the rejection. DiVincenzo cleared it. Here's Randle, left-hander. Kick from McDaniels, Seattle native, stepping on Giddey, floating it up and in.
The ball's away from him. Expect him to be somewhere close to that rim, but they can throw lobs to him or he gets dunks.
He's the NBA leader in dunks this year. Vucevic working on Gobert, flips it over that long outstretched arm. DiVincenzo left the finger roll short.
He's got numbers for him too if they want it.
Okoro does, missed the left-handed layup. McDaniels with that length got back to deter defensively. Here comes Randle, lob for Gobert. 6 empty trips. Here's Giddey. Into Vucevic on the mismatch over McDaniels. Williams blows by Reid and lays it in.
You know, Reid had that in his bag.
Oh, you got to know about Big Jelly. Here is Herter, Red Velvet. He scores. Those are 2 elite nicknames in Red Velvet and Big Jelly. He and Randle get to the line a bunch. Vucevic working on Reid and the left hand.
It's a simple game.
Herter gets a good look.
Yeah, if you're Patrick Williams, you got to score that. That's an easy bucket for you.
Dosunmu got the rebound and Jones.
Let me get some. Come away on this road trip. Pretty good, sitting pretty well, going back to the Western Conference.
Here is Vucevic. He's off to a good start. He likes this matchup against Gobert inside. This has been a factor. Bulls' #2 bench scoring unit in the NBA. Reid, long rebound to McDaniels. Here's Bones. He hits a 3, so he gets sticks at one end, knocking down a triple. Both of those things may hurt my feelings. Or I guess they may break my bones, but the words will never hurt me. I haven't said that in years. Oh, wow. That's a tough assignment. McDaniels has been all defense in his career already. Nice blow by Giddey.
Oh, like he had an eye pass.
Bulls tie their largest lead at 7. Giddey's got his first field goal tonight.
Bulls have 22 paint points already against a bigger Minnesota team. There's Bones Highland, a nice smooth jumper. He's got 7. Herder continues to crash the glass. About a 5 rebound a game guy lately. Reid, that's a tough finish at the rim.
I tell you what, he shows the ability to put the ball on the floor from distance.
That's another reason they earned one of those nicknames. He had kind of point guard handles at his size as a young kid. Oh, bang, bang, bang. 4. Beat the Lakers in 5 and Golden State in 5, and then lost in 5 to OKC, the eventual champs. There is Julius Randle. He's had 2 triple-doubles this season. Giddy off the bench, fires and hits.
Bang, bang, bang.
The cut by Randle, the top 14 points.
He just looks different tonight. Like he's got his energy levels different.
Edwards picked things up in the second quarter, misses that jumper, and the Bulls do not hustle for the rebound. DiVincenzo misses the 3. And here is Edwards pull-up J that is so smooth. He's got 13 now. That's what Gobert does just to deter defensively. Buzelis is behind the play. DiVincenzo has space for a 3. The clear out, McDaniels keeping an eye out. Edwards dug down for a second, and Racer and Rudy Gobert. Dosunmu has to guard Gobert. That's not a good formula. Randle finds McDaniels for 3. Wow. Only his first 3-point attempt of the night, but he's a 40% guy. Well, Randle's frustrated that he just got crossed by Herder. And
team's depth. It's going to be needed in these coming days, guys.
Very much tested as well, KC. Thank you for that update.
Well, if you're guys like Dalen Terry, you got to get yourself mentally ready to come out and play. You're going to get.
He's got 7 points. Here is Juzang, who spent the first couple of years of his career with Utah. Rebound to Clark. He dives in, fellow UCLA Bruin, and he draws a foul with a chance at a 3-point play. Coro as well. He was in the top 5. Jalen Smith, too. Rob Dillingham. There it is. That's a 3.
I'm telling you, man, this kid can play. They had Cooper Flag playing point guard at first, and he looked out of sync.
Yep.
And now they decided to let him play his natural. Oh, good, there you go.
It was a costly night. Kobe White played just 7 minutes before he.
Then came the Indiana Pacers taking on Houston Rockets, and Durant hit Cook's Pacers in this one as Houston Rockets managed to beat Indiana Pacers 119 Pacers to 126 Houston Rockets. Pascal Siakam on the other side continues to be consistent, dropping 23 points, 38 fantasy points in this game, and of course mothering as well, contributing 14 points, 25 fantasy points in that game. Durant was the main man on the night, dropping 30 points in this game, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 46 fantasy points in that game. Jabari Smith Jr. doing his thing as well, dropping 21 points, a double-double, 10 rebounds, 45 fantasy points. Amen Thompson, 45 fantasy points in this game, 20 points dropped in the game, 45 fantasy points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists right there. Reid Shepard just had 13 points in this one, dropping 26 fantasy points. Of course, Houston Rockets managed to beat Indiana Pacers in this one, 119 to 126.
To Huff. And there's to work on that. And there's Huff, who is a high flyer.
It didn't take him long, Craig. No. We were joking with him before the game and said, do you have a regular dunk? And he joked with us and said, look, I'm going to try one right now. And at the last second, he did some type of twirl thing with his hand and dunked it.
But Steven Adams has the matchup on him. Struggling teams. Houston is one of 4 clubs with an unblemished home record as the offensive rebound goes to Amen Thompson. More on that thought in a moment. Foul line jumper. Durant working on Siakam. Durant, the ball fake. Siakam bit, and Durant scored. Rockets 29th in the league in turnovers per game. Huff to Walker, and he buries the 3. He has really struggled with, as the season has gone along, in the teens in terms of his 3-point percentage. And there's that 3-point look from Huff, and he knocked it down. And as you said, he's absolutely capable of doing it. Last couple
definitely should be deserving of first team all defense.
Another clean look, and another make for Neesmith. They are.
Game was multiple efforts. You have to run this group off of the line. That's the way they They kind of preach playing basketball.
And good job by Reid Sheppard drawing the attention of the defense, and then that ultimately led to that. Durant isolating on Walker. Gets by him, comes back out to Sheppard. Quickly in the corner to a Kogan. He knocks down the three. A second assist in a row there for Reid Sheppard. Siakam working on Finney-Smith. Walker will shoot over Durant. Oh, wow. 6 straight threes.
Again, this is one of those games you don't look at the record and just Houston has just struggled with Indiana. It's a thing, Craig. You called it.
They're now 7 of 11 from 3. Sheppard makes the 2. Yeah, it's going to take him a little while to kind of get back into rhythm, but as we were discussing the other night, once he does, he's going to be fantastic with this group, and that's blocked and cleaned up, though, by Clint Capella. Allow us to do what we do, and we appreciate all of you. Thompson, the big Steve-O, and he got the bucket, and he got the foul. Career shooting. Siakam down the baseline, and he finishes with the left hand.
Yeah, a little awkward there.
Yeah. Durant working around that big body of Steven Adams. Finds Tari-Eason. That got blocked. And he picked it up, and he hit the reverse.
It's not one of the most unbelievable.
Walker to Furphy.
Furphy's got some hops.
Yeah,
more than just a layup right there.
Virtually every Pacer has dealt with some injuries this season. Siakam, step back, tough one at that off the glass, banked it in.
He's so aggressive, he gets those shots to go.
Thompson measuring up Furphy, passes it off to Durant. Now he gets switched up on Furphy. He'll shoot the 3. And Thompson with the offensive rebound, and then had it knocked out of his hands by Nembhard, got it back while he was still in the air. And scored.
And he just outworked Jarris Walker, man, who's a hustle guy. I don't know if Kelvin Sampson will be too happy about that one.
Well, one thing I know Kelvin Sampson will be happy about is the fact that the Rockets send the Pacers to their 9th straight loss. As Durant calmly hits the turnaround in the paint to get it going here. And Thompson working around that Adams screen a couple of times. Knocks down the midi.
That's going to be the money for him. Obviously, you see him hitting the spot-up threes, but he gets that little mid-range with the way he attacks downhill.
Huff leans in his second 3. Again, he struggled this year from 3, but certainly capable.
And again, he's going to hunt the perimeter because he's got Adams on him.
Had a breakout role with the Grizzlies. Jabari Smith Jr. answers. Durant rims it down. Miss, rebound, Siakam. Back to Nembhard. History goes down. He was one of those guys that stepped up in this, banked it up and in. Of course, went left. Now to Durant, to Tate, to Tari. Quarter 3, open look, got it.
There you go. That's how you respond to Jae'Sean Tate. Excellent. And again, he's playing center or forward.
That shot, wow. A 3 going down. Just checked into the ball game.
Hey, Vanessa, quick question. Is she available?
And our pregame coverage will start at 4:30 with the Rockets pregame show. Brought to you by Lexus. Oh, wow. 3+1. Very overzealous closeout there by Okogie. And the Rockets will indeed.
Then came the New York Knicks taking on New Orleans Pelicans. Jalen Brunson, 5 points is all that decided this one. New York Knicks beat New Orleans Pelicans, beating them 130 to 125 in that game. And of course, Jalen Brunson led the way, dropping a total of 28 points and a double-double, 10 assists, 51 fantasy points in this game. OG Anunoby doing his thing as well, dropping a double-double, 23 points and 11 assists, 48 fantasy points in this game. On the other side, Zion Williams, on his return after a while, is now playing so well and some good minutes under his belt. 32 points in this game, and of course a total of 46 points. Saddiq Bey has had a couple of good games, influential games, but this one wasn't enough, of course, to give them the win against the New York Knicks. They lost that one, but he contributed 26 points, 50 fantasy points in this game. Jordan Poole finally finding a home in New Orleans, dropping 26 fantasy points, 36 fantasy points, and 26 points in the game. Another player to look at is Derek Quinn, who dropped 7 points, had a quiet game, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and of course 35 fantasy points. New Orleans Pelicans ended up losing this one. New York Knicks beating them 130 to 125.
Trying to back his way down, and he did, and gets the roll. And you want to count for him, AD, as you know, in the corner. He's one of the best corner three-point shooters in the NBA.
Miscommunication.
And no rotation. Diawara.
Yeah, miscommunication there. 2-1 with the basketball.
Already the first 5 belong to the Knicks. Go low. Good choice. Saddiq Bey against an old friend from Villanova.
This is what I mean by rebounding, because it gives you an opportunity to now play with pace.
Rebound and run.
This kind of pace.
And in motion.
But it starts with defensive rebound.
Good job. Not to quit on the play. Saddiq gets where he wants to go.
It's good patience.
Good start. They're going to play a lot of guys, the Knicks, minutes-wise. Not numbers, but minutes. Queen. And, wow. That Diawara. Another trick. He's making everybody say, wait, how is he 51st? Saddiq.
Won't let it go.
And on the reverse, almost. Derek gets it back, but it's popped away.
It's a good pass by.
And Diawara.
That's a great pass by Jalen Brunson.
5 on the clock. Trey put in an interesting position. And boy, you got to take it. The hot hand pass. You said it.
That's great basketball.
Great spacing. 30 on the board for the Pels. 3+ to play.
Saddiq Bey's on pace right now for an 84-point game, Joe.
And right now, that ties his career best for any quarter. 21 to the first for Saddiq. Mikal Bridges, mid-range. He's always had that, hasn't he? Yeah, no, Brandon.
He's going to pay your fine for you.
I'm going to call BI. He's got a credit card. You remember that? Jordan Clarkson, who can score. Really nice pass. And 3. Got it. Jordan's got it, and you got an advantage now. Saddiq, hot hand. Will it continue? No. Real short, but C's there to finish it. For the Pels. Jordan, that is a deep 3.
Got it. But what helps Jordan is getting to that foul line early.
Now Z, they clear out the side. Anunoby. Hawk.
Good look.
Yeah, mid-range. Good look. Really good look. Pels by the
He's also wide open, too.
The extra pass. Hawk leaves it. Good decision. Real good decision. He kind of negotiated that well. Brunson trying to back him down. Fall away, tough shot. Got it.
Again, you
tough
take
shot.
off that left hand, he ended up turning back right.
Yep, and falls away.
Right.
Difficult. And not a big guard by any means. Physical guard, though. Z on the take and the finish. 2-point lead for the Pels. Anunoby, he's going to the hole.
Boy,
Yep, he was downhill all the way, wasn't he?
Great job about this gym, Joe.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is about the Smoothie King Center. Uh-oh.
You got it. Z all the way to the hole. Sliced his way home. They're looking to get it up early. And Looney with the... Oh, they let it go. That was a foul. And you got time if you want to 2 for 1 later. Trey. He got him out of position. And how about a tip? You got it.
Played really well.
You said it. Looney has now been in the rotation. He's played 12. But only a 4-point lead. Anunoby. He got there. And he's got the hops. We've seen
DQ stay aggressive.
Ooh,
Give it
turnover.
up. Give it up.
Yep. Z, get your money's worth. Pels by 7.
DQ stay aggressive, especially if
Anunoby gets
Karl-Anthony.
after a mate. Z up against Anunoby. Going to work. Little flip. That's a pretty nice touch. Diawara. Going to get to the cup? No. Will they get it off? Brunson, yeah, he'll get it off. and he got the triple. Just beat the clock. Z off the pick and throws it away. That's a long pass. Diawara.
With this team?
Jalen Brunson. Small. Brunson. Here comes Cat. Good cut.
Good cut.
Really good. And a timeout for James Borrego and the Pels. So, Jordan Poole.
You got him.
Yep. And got to the cup.
Got him.
Beat Yabusele.
Yep. You saw it.
Got the foul.
You saw it out here at the Smoothie King.
Right.
The moment that Jordan Poole spun,
he's had a good career. We talked about that in the first half. 2.5 to play. Pels back up by 8. Micah picked off on the play. Trey Jemison. Corner 3. And that's their shooter.
And that Yabusele?
Yeah. 8-point game. Brunson. He shares it. Clarkson gets it. A triple. Now Yabusele going to the hole with Trey Jemison. He'll get the little flip. 10 on the clock. Karl-Anthony Towns coming out. Clarkson, he got Jordan Hawkins out of position and gets the fall away. Michael working hard at the defensive end. Kolek shares it. Bridges didn't get the 3 that he wanted. Kolek lines it up and get 109. Derek was 7 and 9. Bridges hits the deck and picked it up. He on the run. Anybody's top of the basketball? No, he's not there. Pels on the follow, take a 2-point. Not a great possession for the Pels. Brunson on the trail.
That's his shot.
He got it in rhythm. And a 1-point lead for the Knicks. Now Trey. Little space. The 3 ball coming up short.
No, it's not.
Got the roll. Big
no,
time
it's not,
roll.
Joe.
Those are home rims now.
Turn around.
Yeah, big
Got to
run.
turn around.
That's way too quick. You're not set defensively. Z also back into the game. Yeah, and Trey's got to look. Take it. He will. Yes!
Man down.
Inside of 4.
Karl-Anthony Towns closed out, but he closed out with his hands at his knees.
5th triple for Trey Murphy. He's up to 19 points. This is the guy you worry about. Jalen Brunson. Off the pick. We have the switch.
Trying to get to that spot.
And he got the rhythm. On the take, Jordan Poole. Trey on the move. Derek Queen for Trey. And back at it. Yes. Good move. Gathered, didn't he?
An excellent read by Derek Queen.
Brunson. Here comes the trap. He looked at Karl-Anthony Towns. McBride covered. OG Anunoby going to his strong side. And he gets there. 1-point lead for the Knicks. Here's the trap on Brunson. 4 on the clock. Look out. Hard off the heel to McBride. And now Brunson, the floater. And will it? No. He's going to get a layup. Wild. Z. He needs the 3. He's going to get. Tried to bank it home, and that'll do it.
Then came the Atlanta Hawks that lost this one to Oklahoma City Thunders. Thunders managed to beat Atlanta Hawks 129 to 140 in this game. Nickeil Alexander-Walker leading the way for the Atlanta Hawks, dropping 30 points in this game, 53 fantasy points. Then Onyeka-Okongwu doing his thing, a second good game, 2 games in a row where he has been very, very influential. 31 in the previous game against New York Knicks, and in this one he dropped 26 and a double-double, 14 rebounds, 55 fantasy points for Onyeka-Okongwu. Then on the other side is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the MVP, the reigning MVP, dropped 39 points in this game, 6 rebounds and 6 assists, 2 steals to go along with that, 62 fantasy points right there. Chet Holmgren as well, doing his thing, dropping 44 fantasy points, a double-double, 24 points in the game and 10 rebounds right there. Then Jalen Williams as well, getting 20 points in this game, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, 48 points in this game. Payson Wallace leading the NBA in steals. He had 2 steals in this one, and of course dropping 17 in the game, 7 rebounds and 3 assists, 39 fantasy points right there. OKC winning this one 140, beating Atlanta Hawks 129.
And see if you pass.
Absolutely, I would definitely pass.
Because I would not. As Daniels tips it up inside.
Quickly, the Hawks got the ball up the floor, took a transition three by Krejci, former Thunder player.
And Holmgren goes right to work. Nice pass over to Shea, wide open, outside the key. That's almost out of net.
Usually so used to playing in a crowd. Well, he's always got 5, 6 guys looking at him as Krejci hit this.
To the Wizards' offensive tactic against OKC. He's really got it going. Kennard, another good three-point shooter, and he had just enough space. Touch, first shot goes down. But when you come out on the floor, oh, what a great pick off there by Caruso. And take it the other way, off the trampoline for the jam. Carlson, the catch and almost automatic.
Thunder feasting off those 72 points, season high they had in the paint against the 76ers last night.
Just knowing exactly what they want to do on the offensive end as Wallace, the lefty.
And they were on fire last night in that first quarter against the 76ers, made their first 9 shots.
Oh, Conwell between 2 defenders. Shot and possession of the first quarter. Shea didn't use the screen. Instead, pulls up, free throw line, and he's going to get it to go. Bit of mashed potatoes. Alexander Walker. Oh, he heaves it at half court. And the official's going to say it's good. One of the basketball with the size on Alexander Walker, but instead it is GW. Offensive rebound. Holmgren with the putback. Thought he got fouled. Alexander Walker, that's a tough shot. It's an air ball. Shot clock didn't reset. Did Gay know it? Wallace did, and another desperation heave right before the gush.
Sizzling.
A.J. Mitchell, and that is always his shot. Under control, smooth. That wraparound pass got tipped and picked. Alexander Walker up the floor. Kennard from downtown, and another 3 for Atlanta. Wiggins over to Mitchell. Fires. But the tip, and Wiggins counts as the layup inside.
And it's a wide open shot, and if you don't take it, it becomes a bad shot. As Krejci will hit a 3, and the Hawks have just continued.
That's why this is a 2-point Atlanta lead. Wallace wide open on the flyby, strong. Oh, Holmgren goes up tall to get that rebound, gets back up, and the putback is good as O'Connell decided to fall asleep on the play. Ejected everything.
Just terrific.
3 seconds. Daniels driving, lost it. 1 second, the turnaround, and for the second consecutive quarter, it's a shot by Atlanta that beats the clock. And Shane's got up at 5 on the timer. Goes to work on Krejci, his former teammate, and how about that from the baseline? Speed for J-Dub. Transition opportunity. Dort, mid-range shot, and he's got his first made basket. And Dort's going to go to the free throw line for an old-fashioned three-point play.
Just as Paris was talking about the shot blocking of Chet Holmgren, he does just that. As Alexander Walker knocks down a 3 of his own. Oh, what a game Chet is having already. Saw that stat line moments ago. And now it's Shea's turn as he returns the favor with a trifecta of his own.
J-Dub will drive inside, little sidestep, goes against the grain. Holmgren, offensive rebound, and the putback is good as they are relentless on the offensive end. What a start to the third quarter, 17-4 in favor of the Thunder.
How about two cousins battling right here? As Shea will get the best of that battle.
Wallace trying to get around Krejci. Might have been Alexander Walker picked up his dribble. Leaves his Shea off a screen. Got that three-point shot off.
By Kaysen to poke that ball away.
Caruso off the catch. He's is a quick response. SGA. Now it's Holmgren. He will size up the three. And he will give it to SGA. It's 5-on-4 momentarily. Over to Wallace. Catch fire three. Let's go! And Caruso steps into the passing lane. Took it away. Holmgren down the lane. Steals down the stretch. Knocked down some shots in the fourth quarter. 16 points. That's a season high. And it's the Thunder with win number 24 in a
Then came another game, Cleveland Cavaliers taking on San Antonio Hotspurs, and they won this one with a margin of 12 points, beating San Antonio Spurs. Cleveland Cavaliers 113-101 San Antonio Spurs. Jarrett Allen having a very, very good game. A double-double, 27 points, 10 rebounds scored in this game, a total of 43 fantasy points. Evan Mobley doing his thing as well, 16 points, 7 rebounds, 36 fantasy points. Darius Garland doing his thing as well, a double-double, 15 points and 11 assists, 45 fantasy points. Then a look at Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell is having a terrible game in this one, just managed to score 10 points, 7 assists, 34 fantasy points. On the other side, Victor Wembanyama played just 27 minutes in this game, 52 fantasy points accumulated, a double-double, 26 points in the game, and of course 14 rebounds right there for Victor Wembanyama. Stephon Castle also contributed 15 points in this game, 8 assists, 4 rebounds, and of course 38 fantasy points. De'Aaron Fox, after missing one game, returns, dropping 32 points. Playing 32 minutes, dropping 14 points in this game, 25 fantasy points right there. All right, so that one ended Cleveland Cavaliers 113, beating San Antonio Spurs 101.
Mobley, dump off, Jarrett Allen, push shot won't go, tipped up and in by Mobley. Dump off inside, and Allen got the flush. Inside Fox, off the feed from Castle. Wembanyama floats it up and in. I thought he lost the handle. Wow. Garland getting shifty, threw it away. 2-on-2. Castle off the backboard to Wembanyama.
7'4", Victor Wembanyama running the floor. Just throw it up there. Oh my.
They were out physical according to Atkinson in that game. Castle from the elbow. The jumper is pure.
Speaking of physical, Castle, so talented, so physical as a guard.
Garland, the crossover pull-up. Jay is money. Mobley, stopped by Wembanyama and Fox. Put it up, swatted away by Wembanyama. Wade, oh, he's wide open. Another good look from three, and it's good again. Good, and there's the timeout. Hunter's three, snapped the 9-0 run for the Spurs. Oh, the spin cycle. Harper getting filthy. Harper, pull up, Jay, won't go. Cornette the offensive board. Wembanyama, the running three. Oh my goodness. Show off the bag, young fella. Outside look. Mitchell from downtown. Swish. Barnes from downtown. Good. Mitchell going to work. Tomlin hit a three from that spot earlier and does so again. Lob. Allen brought it down, threw it over his head, count it, and put him on the line. Allen blocked. Cornette got a piece of it. Tyson finds Garland, pump fake, penetrates, left it for Allen. Allen off balance, another circus shot for J.A. Couple of circus shots here in the second quarter. Castle throwing it up. Cornette throwing it down.
You haven't seen this year. You got these three guards for San Antonio: Castle, Fox, of course.
Castle knocks down a little floater there in the paint, with Castle with the handle the other way. On the drive, attacking and scoring, and flexed on him. Inside, Mobley got free for the flush. Quiet game for Mobley, just his second field goal. Champagnie over the fingertips of Mobley for 2. Spurs by 11. Merrill from downtown, and it drops. Sam Merrill was 0 for 2 before that make. Fox spinning, sets up Vassell. Vassell, double clutch, fires and hits.
And not an organized possession there offensively.
Wade got to the rack. Nice seal by Jared Allen. Vassell gonna go at Allen here. Can't hit. Wade the rebound. Quickly ahead. Mobley with the flush. What a dime for Darius Garland. They are on a run right now. Nice feed. Garland diming it up to start the third quarter.
Garland moving well with that toe.
Oh, throw it up. Wimby somewhere. Step through. Blocked. Rated defensive player of the year. The rejection. Wembanyama. 13 points early on. Sets up Fox. Fox driving. Floats it up. It's pure.
And that's so tough. That dribble handoff Wembanyama.
Mobley. Nice finish off the window for 2. Here's Mitchell attacking Castle. No, Mobley. Harper behind the back. Stops in the lane. Kick out to Champagnie. Stolen by Hunter. Hunter, coast to coast. Got it up and in. We are tied at 72. Mitchell, just 8 points in this one. No look, slam! Oh, the oop to Tyson. Kicking it out to Wembanyama. On the floor to start this fourth quarter. Going at the reigning defensive player of the year. Fading to his left and hits.
Come on, man. 7-4 off the boom. Fade away, mid-range shot.
Tyson lines up the 3. Swish. Webber, you know he wants this one back. Fires a tray well off the mark. He'll call it a pass to Johnson for 2. Scorers table won't agree, but Johnson got free to make it 82-79. Hunter. Oh, step through and got the lay. Wembanyama forced it, never mind, and Wemby went away. Now it's Craig Porter Jr. outside. Tyson flicks the wrist and nails the trifecta. First lead of the second half for the Cavs. Skip pass. Tyson again. Money! Harper spinning in the lane and floating it through. The Cavaliers 89, the Spurs 84. Castle lost it. Mitchell off to the races. One man to beat. Mitchell for 2.
Great hands by Hunter, but a lot of contact on that drive.
Mitchell looking to go to work. Step back 3. Yes!
You said it. This
Harper to the rack. Man at the rim. Cornette. No. And Hunter the rebound. Garland for 3. Too strong. Porter. Great hustle for the rebound. Allen inside. The flush. And the Spurs will call timeout.
Of course, in the NBA, 5 minutes is a lot of time.
No doubt, especially when Victor Wembanyama is out there on the floor. Mobley. Double team, forced to give it up. It rotates to Garland. Now Porter on the drive. Leads it for Allen. Got a body. Spurs trying to regain their composure. Wemby goes down, sets up Vassell. Vassell, mid-range jumper is pure. You're talking about the defense in this ballgame for Cleveland. Just 93 points for the Spurs. They've scored 110 as Mobley got the rejection. And a foul is called on Mobley. He wants to jump ball. Mobley spinning on Wembanyama, goes glass.
Wow, that's what you do against a great defensive player. You go at them and attack.
Mitchell, Mobley, flush. And time running out on San Antonio. Kick out. Wembanyama for 3. Goal. 93 seconds to go in regulation. Here's Castle to the rack. We have an 8-point ball game. And up ahead, Dean Wade, the flush. And you can pass the collection plates. This one's about done here. Mitch Johnson did. He had a great quote alluding to what you were just talking about how sometimes dealing with success can be as more difficult than dealing with adversity.
Lost 5 out of their last 7. Just a gutsy performance. You know, everybody getting involved defensively. This is something you can build some momentum on if you're Cleveland.
Time will expire.
Then comes the final game of the day. It was Cooper Flag and Company taking on Danny Avdia and Portland Trail Blazers. This was a very close game decided by just 3 points. Dallas Mavericks lost this one 122 to Portland Trail Blazers 125. Maxi Christie having a good season. I think this is his season best, where he scored 25 points, the most he has scored this season. 38 fantasy points accumulated in this one. Then a look at Cooper Flag. Cooper Flag managed to drop 15 points in this game, 8 rebounds and 8 assists, 49 fantasy points. On the other side, Danny Avdia led the way for the Portland Trail Blazers to his win, dropping 27 points in this game, nearly a triple-double, but falls shy of 1 rebound to 9 rebounds and, of course, 11 assists, 64 fantasy points in that one. Shaden Sharp as well, dropping 23 points in this game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 42 fantasy points right there, as you can see. And, of course, that's how that one ended. 122 to 125, Portland Trail Blazers winning that game.
Right now, me and Jamal could each go out there and get 15 to 20.
After working on clinging inside, nice move. Avdia, who's had an all-star type first half of the year so far this year. See if he makes that team. Kamara carries the 3 off the dish.
He is the playmaker, especially with all these guards out. They don't have Scoop, they don't got Drew, and obviously
25. Avdia over PJ Washington draws the foul. We'll go to the free throw line.
There, I'll talk about it later.
The assist, first time ever from Crawford too. Oh, deep 3.
That was
Christie. Like Powell in off the bench. Najee Marshall as well for Dallas. Christie over Klingon, who came out to change it. Good 3. 46% from 3-point range this year. Cooper Flag, Danny Avdia. How about that matchup? The bump, the bucket, foul, chance for 3.
I wouldn't signature athlete sneaker.
No, give the man on the mission logo.
Okay, that's fair.
Marshall, quick first step. Miss, Robert. We missed the last game. Little load management, the injury management. Caleb Love didn't get a whole lot.
He's coming up a big game versus Boston. 18 off the bench last night. He can score.
Corner, Washington.
That's what he does.
That's what he does. When teams are over-aggressive, get it back cut, loosen them up a little bit, then you can get a good look.
Sharp over the outstretched arm of Gafford.
Beautiful pass. Let's see. Who knows, man? The way this evolution of the game is going,
this anything goes there. Come on.
Anything is possible.
There's the lead for Williams. Nice pass from Sharp.
Great pass.
Danny taking a look. They get the switch here.
Got the size advantage. Now watch how he uses that body.
Love. Nobody comes out to defend, and that's how the quarter will end.
Young players need to see, especially the ones that see him every day.
Absolutely. Forcing the turnover.
Gafford over Klingon. Been impressive here. Caleb Martin now in, trying to stay with Sharp. Can't do it.
See, you guys think it was Sharp that was going to score. Once I heard that.
Into the air for the rebound.
Yes, he was.
Runs the break, repair. A little bit, right?
It is now.
Christie gets another 3. Max has got 20 in the game. Now looking for a stop. Love over Flag. Boy, that's a pretty 3-point.
Oh, the mismatch. Oh, he wants that live dribble.
Yes, he does.
Step and stop. Not sure he planned it.
I think this is their best offense. They're just get the ball to him, just let him go play.
Can't argue with that.
No hesitation. And my man right here, Turbo, get it done.
Take it away. Williams starts the break with Avdia. Sharp with the finish. Here come the Mavs.
Coach K wants to strike fast.
Beyond the arc, Christie. Yes. Cooper Flag.
Got to step on him.
Back out. Marshall beyond the arc. Nope. Kept alive. Sharp and the foul. Got him both for the inbound.
There's Clay.
Beyond the arc. Got him in the air. Let it go. No, not.
A look at what we are planning next for game day 2 of game week 11. First, let's start with the games that will be played on the night. The games, of course, are going to just be four games on the night. It will be Philly taking on Memphis Grizzlies, Boston Celtics taking on Utah Jazz, Dallas Mavericks taking on Los Angeles Lakers, Sacramento Kings taking on LA Clippers right there. All right, so the plans, basically, I have a couple of players that I will field, and you can see it will be minor. His flag is away. Hopefully he can get some minutes under his belt and give me some points. They'll be taking on Utah Jazz. Then Reinhard Maxim, this is the player that I added earlier on. Maxim Reinhard, he's in Sacramento Kings. I'm hoping he can get me some points. They'll be taking on LA Clippers. Then, of course, Danny Avdia will not be playing. So that is the one spot, one of the two spots that will not be playing, and also Rawlings will not be playing on the night. So I can only field 3 players in this game, and I've actually decided to play my chip, putting it on Cade Cunningham, who will be taking on LA Lakers. So that concludes the team that will be playing in game day 2. It will be Minor, Reinhard, and Cade Cunningham with my captain chip activated in this game day.